Hello. Hello, hello. Can y'all hear me okay? If I talk loud enough, I've got this standing mic, and if I don't hold, I won't be able to hold it the whole time up here. So if I set it down, sometimes they tell me they can't hear me. Am I talking too loud? Is this too loud? Not loud enough? You can hear me good? Good. Y'all may have to remind me a few times to speak loud since this mic, they tell me I have to keep close to my mouth. My other mic is cracking a lot, so I got to get me another lapel mic. Hey, everybody, welcome. We're about to get started. Hey, Michelle. Hey, everybody. So glad that you're with us, have taken some time at 2:00 to spend with me. I know that what I've got to share with you today won't be everybody's cup of tea, and it won't be everybody's problem to contend with, but some of you, I suspect, will get very excited about what I'm going to share today. And I had to do it today because we have to know who's in starting November 1st. You'll understand in a few minutes. We got to understand who's in. Hey, Rebecca. Hey, what's up? I have had a novel idea. Good to have Rebecca in the Silver Group with us, and Anita. Hey, everybody. We'll get started in just a minute. Got a couple people watching in our silver. This is members only, right? Silver level members only group. And we've got you guys in the Zoom room, about 30 or so and counting. I am recording this so that everything that I say, I can be held accountable for. This may start off a little slow, but I'm asking you to stay tuned in because there'll be a few that regret that they did not hear this entire message. There'll be a few that regret. And then, this ain't going to be for everybody. Yeah, some of y'all got so much going on, you're not going to be interested in what I have to say. And I understand that. We're here for you. You're not here for us. But I've got a lot of disclosures today. Oh, well, I'll try to hurry, Michelle. All right. I'll go on and get started. I'm recording. Hey, Janice. Hey, everybody. So first of all, let me give you the bad news. All right. I've got about 5 minutes of challenging news. It's not really bad news. You see, God orders our steps. And since August the 21st, I've tried to walk in the faith and be more positive, even when the chips are down. And God's really blessed me for doing so. And God orders also the thoughts of our mind. And I'm kind of trusting with the thoughts of God's mind. Hey, Marla. Hey, everybody, or what God's putting in my mind. After some vetting, I spent quite a bit of time vetting this out to see if it could be realistically done. But let me give you the 5 minutes of challenging news first, everyone. So here's the challenging news. I'll be quick because most of you know the story. I guess it will forever be baggage. I got involved in teaching people weight loss and wellness by accident 20 years ago, almost 20, 2003. I lost the weight. I say 20 because it really started when I lost weight too. So by 2003, I was doing free grocery tours across North Georgia. And I developed, quite a following that were doing really good with the program. And I always did my best to point people to Christ. I became very overwhelmed and I felt very inadequate. I pulled a lot of baggage with me even after I'd lost my weight. And I didn't feel good about myself, and the people around me that were flocking to what they seen was success were saying, you don't need to be running your own company. You need to focus your time and attention on teaching and teaching others to teach it. And this could be a real big thing. And I believe that, and I bought into that. And as y'all know, many of y'all know, I took on partners, my fault, not theirs, but they ran the company. And I kept having to give up control of the company due to having to release more shares. That's a whole nother thing. But ultimately, that company would be partnered, broken apart, different people running different segments of it. And at the end of the day, when it all went under, I ended up holding all the debt. And I went bankrupt. I ended up divorced, bankruptcy. Figured that what I love to do, I would never be able to do again. And this good woman named Sasha, who owns Shibboleth, she said, I'm not going to let you quit, even if I have to start my own company. And that's what she did. And I said, I'm going to do something else. And she said, what would you want to call it? And I said, I made up a silly word, Shibboleth. And I said, just use that. And she did. That's what we did. And I said, but I'm going to have to go do something else. And here I am still teaching weight loss and wellness, and God has provided. God has always made a way for us to impact tens of thousands of lives in his name. And I haven't always been a good person. I've struggled with my own battles like you all have. We all struggle with things. I'm not trying to claim to be something I'm not. But even in my unworthiness, God has seen a way to always make a way for Sasha and I. It didn't look like we would in 2013 make it. It didn't look like we would make it in 2014. It didn't look like we'd make it in 2015 or 16 or 17. But I believe it's 2018. We had a breakout year, and we were able to make money, help a lot of people for a low price. We were finally able to make money and make a living without taking out loans and borrowing from family. We were able to pay back all those loans, and we were able to pay back our family. And we were so happy with what God had done. We persevered, and boom. And then we hit right after that year, COVID. Was that 2000? Maybe 2019 was the good year. So anyway, COVID hit, and we had to just wait it out. We ultimately had to close our Dalton Center. And we tried to keep it open, and we kept paying, even with it closed, we kept paying the personnel, and they were good people too. They're great. Some of y'all know we just had to close Dalton permanently. We tried to hold on to it for a while, and we kept paying the expenses so that we didn't have to shut it down, and so that we could still provide jobs, because we've got a couple of team members in Dalton that are just beautiful and amazing people. And we didn't want to let them down. There's some things more important than money, but we rode it out as long as we could. We couldn't resurrect it, had to close it. Kennesaw doesn't get much traffic either. That's another center. We've moved all of but it did a little more than Dalton. So we've moved all the shipping stuff to Kennesaw, and it struggles too. So if y'all are in the Kennesaw area, please go by and see them. We're trying to hold on to our great people. We've got a real shift in our organization coming for January the 1st. We're trying our best to restructure and become a 501c3. We're not yet. We're working hard on doing that as we can come up with the legal fees. But we need to keep our Dalton Center going. As well, over the last couple of years, COVID and post-COVID, COVID's still going on, our website has struggled because we have relied on Facebook for years to get in front of people. Usually when people hear our message, hear the testimonies of others, hear one of my why Shibboleths, usually when that happens, because of the low barrier to entry, we sign people up, and then they do very well with the program if they'll just participate. And we get excited about that because we believe we're saving and changing lives in the name of Jesus. So we do our best to help these people. We have to have our great support team. Now, let me digress a minute. Everything I'm saying Now, we know God says life and there's life, and God says die and you die. But assuming God be with us, what we do, how we administer the program through the website is we're not in no danger of losing that. What we're in danger here of is losing our great support team. And how many of you know that part of the good that Shibboleth does isn't just in food combinations, but it's in the support levels of our great team members? How many of you have been impacted by our fantastic team members? Now, this is not going where you think it might be going. This is going to be fun in a minute. Yeah, we got great people. And Sasha and I know that we're responsible for tens of thousands of people now because of the low barrier to entry. And we know that we will let people down if we are the only support that's remaining in our company. We would not be, all I would be able to do without my great team, all I'd be able to do is do videos that were pre-recorded, because I wouldn't be able to have the live interaction. Even 24/7 with no sleep, I wouldn't be able to get in the trenches and help people the way they need to be helped when they're starting a new lifestyle. We need our team members. And with Facebook, I've met with consultants with Facebook. I've met with third-party consultants who've dove in with Facebook, Facebook staff members. We have algorithmically been phased out pretty much. Where I used to could get in front of 1,000 people for $10, now I can't get in front of 10 people for $10. We're being algorithmically phased out, and we have no way to get the word out about our program and to keep it functioning at the level that it's currently functioning at. With that said, the only way that we stay afloat right now are with the few product purchases we get on our website. And we appreciate all of those. They're very meaningful. We make about 10%, meaning full disclosure, meaning if you spend $100, then I have $10 left over to pay my people with. If you go through an Amazon link on our website, for every $100 you spend, I get $1 if you go through our links, and that helps me pay the light bill. It helps me pay my tech team, the guys that work on the app. It helps me pay Joni. It helps me pay Missy. So all of you that are supporting us in that way, supporting small business, thank you. I've been delaying all of this speech for months. I've just been praying because I don't like to beg for help. I've done it so often in my 20-year career that I don't like to do that, but I suppose God is wanting me to humble myself and come to our greatest asset, which is our Shibboleth members, and ask for your help in a creative and fun way. It doesn't cost you anything but a minute or two a day, a creative and fun way. So with us being phased out, the only way we're getting the signups, which is what keeps our team really going, that's where we're able to really fund our program. And we're going through slow season on top of closing the center. It's challenging right now, y'all. So the only way we're getting any meaningful business or meaningful amounts of trade so that we can keep this thing funded currently is through the organic nature of your shares and you talking about Shibboleth. So that's what I want to get into today. I want to talk about a new rewards program that's creative, that doesn't hurt me and that won't hurt y'all, and will be a ton of fun for everybody. And I'm not using hyperbole. This is going to be some of y'all's thing. The end of the year, it's going to be some of y'all's thing, and you're going to have a ball with it. Do y'all want to hear about it? It might just save us in our current form. I don't want to get the word out there. Travis is going bankrupt again. Sasha and I have worked so hard that no one even knows the tears, the nights that we've cuddled and cried because we didn't know how we was going to make ends meet or keep our team that we love and adore. but we've still maintained a website that, as long as there's an internet and as long as God allows it to continue, it's in no jeopardy of going away. What I'm worried about here is our ability to impact as many lives as we want to impact with our great support team and keep our low barrier to entry, which is only $50. Y'all ask your heart right now while I have your attention. Do you know of a program on the planet? There's better ones, there's worse ones, but do y'all know a program or lifestyle on the planet that aspires to be, we're not good at it, but aspires to be a Christ-centric program where we're all learning and growing together daily and trying to be better people than we are, that offers as much as we do for $50? Pam, I think you'll like this a lot. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm trying to recruit an army, a SHIB army. You'll see in a minute. I'm trying to create a SHIB army for November. You got to be in for November 1st. Now, you'll see why in a minute. So here, before I get into the reward, here's how it works. Watch this. Please don't leave until you hear about the reward, because some of you are going to kick yourself. I promise you. But I got to share with you how easy this is so that you can see the reward's easy to get. I'm recording all this so y'all can hold me accountable. So going into the journal, if you go down, if you scroll down, when you're in your journal, you'll see this daily share feature. See this button? I'm going to click it. And we add possibilities for sharing on a daily basis. Possibility, we're going to add even better content after this because now we know people are going to be looking at it. And here's the simplicity of sharing. So let's say that I want to share Holly's before and after transformation. I'll pull that up. And then I have to copy. If I can make comments. I can make personal comments, and those are better, everyone. Your own personal comments are better, but we've made it so easy, everyone. We've made it so easy. If you don't have time to make your own comment that's personalized, you can copy. Excuse me. You can copy that. And then when you share this little box, you can't see the box. So let me show you how that looks too, because some of you may not have ever shared. This little box pulls up. I need it to be set share to news feed or story. My news feed or story is where I want it. It shows properly here, and then I edit and I paste. This will be linked to everybody's individual username. I've posted this. I can make more comments, and then I simply post. Now, I've already posted Holly's, so I'm going to set this to only me right now. Well, I'll just leave it because right now I want you to know, oops, I lost it. Hold on. Let me get it back. Here we go. Now we got it back. So I paste it, and then I'm going to post it to Facebook. I got to make sure it's public or the share doesn't count. Does everybody hear that part? If I don't make it public, the share does not count. You'll see what I mean in a minute. So I post. Now let's go look and see if it posted. I come here and I scroll down, and there it is. Does everybody see that? This is all going to make more sense in a minute. Do you see that? So I just used what Kim Danke told me to post, and then I shared. Okay. And there it is. And it's public. If it's not public, it doesn't count. Okay. When we start doing the counting to do the reward, we got a virtual assistant that's going to look. If it's not a globe, it doesn't count because it doesn't really help us. Okay. And anybody that has a great idea about a post, please let us know. We'll have our designer put it together and put it there. Now, here's what I want to say about the posting. It's about to get more fun. When I, in the past, paid Facebook, I got some traction. I don't get any traction anymore. I can't get the word out. And when our folks aren't sharing, I really can't get the word out. And if you're not living it, it's not even really a meaningful share if you're not trying to at least, now I'm not saying being perfect, but if you're living the lifestyle, this is another thing I hope today some of you will use to get all in on living the lifestyle, because you will pick up a lot of followers, and there'll be people that won't like, you might not even get a like, because trust me, a lot of people see it, but because it's a weight loss post, they don't want other people to see that they liked it. This happens every day. So you just keep posting and trusting that somebody's that needs to see it. It's like what the Bible says. It's like drawing back the bow and letting it fly. And it'll be meant for who it's meant for. If we can develop an army to get this sharing going, amazing things can take place. Now, instead of giving Facebook that money that doesn't even work anymore, we have found a creative way to give you a reward. Now, here comes my disclaimer, and people will have to sign off on it. This is exciting. Are y'all ready? I've put it together. And you can hold me accountable to it, but only hold me accountable for what I'm about to say. Don't read between lines. I know how people are, so be careful with this. This is for entertainment purposes only. Okay? You have to decide if you want to trust me. I'm going to be very transparent in a rewards group that I've put together. Extremely transparent every day to show you what is happening in the rewards group. This is not going to be everybody's cup of tea. How many of you are familiar with cryptocurrency? I am an avid, I'm not an expert crypto guy, but I'm a studious person of cryptocurrency. I just hadn't had any money to invest in it. We've barely been getting by. So have y'all heard of this crazy coin that irony? This is irony. I like to look for signs. It's called Shiba Inu. Irony, Shiba. Have y'all heard of it? Y'all are about to get into it without having to do anything. April, have y'all heard of Shiba? That's called a meme coin. It basically went on the market like Dogecoin as a worthless coin. It could be worthless again tomorrow. It could be worthless again tomorrow. It could be worthless again tomorrow. Y'all hear me? I'm not promising you anything because Travis is broke. It could be worthless again tomorrow. I'm not promising you anything. But my gut tells me that the surge, the progress that coin is making is going to continue on big time. I won't get into crypto too much, but when it started, it was worth like 0.00001 of 1 penny. There's one guy that he invested $8,000 and he's already worth like $3 billion. Okay. Money is not important to me. I don't really care what anybody believes in. I come in with no money and I'm going out of this world with no money. What means everything to me, to those that know me, is Shibboleth. That's what, sorry. Shibboleth and the Shibboleth people. See, you could give me $100 million, and if I didn't have this purpose, I'd rather be dead. And I don't really care if people believe that or not. So, sorry, didn't mean for this to happen. Excuse me. Sorry, I'll try to do better. I love doing what I do. So I will look for any outside the box idea to save my team without asking for people's money. So here's what I'm throwing at you. Crypto works this way. Shiba was smart. They started like Shibboleth, low barrier to entry. Everybody could afford it. And now that it's getting going, they're burning coins, making it more scarce. So unless there's somebody that smashes it with a celebrity that people admire, that trash it or whatever, and it loses momentum, the price over a long period of time should keep going up. But we don't know. Please, I'm not a financial advisor, and you're going to have no skin in the game. But watch what we can do as a group, as the Shib Army. They got the Shib Army. I'm trying to recruit the Shibboleth Army. So here's what I'm offering. And you may think it ain't much, but hear me out. So for every public share, and everybody that's recruited has to share daily. For every public share, I'm going to invest 25 cents. So if I get 100 public shares, I'm investing $25, right? Yeah, $25. Travis, that's nothing. Wait a minute. Watch this. Because right now, last I looked, it's a ticker thing, so it goes all day. It was worth 0.00. But first of all, 25 cents divided by 0.0007. Some of y'all just gonna have to trust me. 25 cents buys 3,571 shares of Shiba Inu. Did y'all hear that? 3,571 shares. So if anything, it would be a heck of a lot of fun to watch. $25 at today's price, the price will change all the time, would buy 357,000 shares of Shiba Inu, which is the hottest cryptocurrency on the market today, other than Bitcoin. So for every public share, I will take 25 cents and I will invest in Shiba Inu for the group, including myself. I get in on this too. But I will share equally with everybody based on my shares. And what happens if, let's say, and who knows what it will do? We don't know. I will be transparent and post it every day so we can have fun with it. But 0.0000, let's say that in 60 days times, now this is just all hyperbole and hypothetical, so don't get crazy on me right now. Let's say we averaged 100 shares a day, $25 a day, times 30 days is $750 divided by the current price, which is going up all the time. We would have 10,714,000 shares by the end of the year. If it gets up to a penny, which some people say it might, that would be $107,000 to share amongst the group evenly. Now, the way we'll do it though, is we'll look at it this way. Let me show you how this will work for me, because some people won't work as hard as others. And that ain't fair. So let me show you how I've remedied that. So I'm going to go back into the journal. And then here you can see all stars. This is a way for you to see if your shares are counting too. So when I go to all stars and I scroll down, do you see it shows who's sharing? Can y'all all see that? If I look at yesterday's shares, Michelle, if you're listening, great job. She had 4 shares. Tammy had 2 shares. And you can show more, had several shares yesterday. Imagine if this becomes hundreds of shares a day, what happens to Shibboleth? Not only do we save lives, I get to keep my team. And if Shiba Inu ever does anything, some of y'all will make some money for being a part of the Shibboleth army. Okay, so this is where you'll look to make sure, because like if you're sharing and your name's not here, we need to find out how to get your name here, because if Shiba Inu ever did anything and it's time to cash out, then this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it based upon who shared the most, right? It'll be a percentage, because I can do the math and have all the shares and look at who did the percentage, and that's how we would do the payouts. Okay. So this is a chance for everybody here to own with me. Yeah. Now look, it's mine. It's my account. Let me say this so everybody understands. It's mine. It's my account. You have to decide if you want to trust me. All I can tell you is if in a few days I'm not transparent, then you'll know maybe you can't trust me. But if you're sharing and I'm posting, here's where we're at every day, then hopefully you'll trust me. And then when the time comes, we'll do the right thing. But so that there's no, because what people will do that get greedy, they'll look at it and go, well, I want to sell it now. No, it's my account. So what I'm saying to you is I won't touch it until it reaches a penny, and it may never. So we might just have a bunch of shares forever. When it reaches a penny, then I'll come to the group and we'll take a vote. Do y'all want to leave it here? Because some people say it'll never reach a penny, but it may go to 3 pennies, which is what I've asked God for. So if it goes to 3 pennies, then I'm just selling it. And then I will distribute it based upon the percentage of shares that you put out in the group. If everybody was even Steven, then everybody would share even and equally, including me. Does that make any sense? You're out nothing other than a couple of minutes a day. Some of you may want to spend more time than that on it and, talk it up big time, talk up Shibboleth big time. The other thing that I will do is every sign up, check this out, every sign up that the company gets that comes from our rewards group, I'll put in an extra $1. An extra $1, not my personal signups, not my guide signups, but for every sign up that comes from this group, that comes from a sponsor link, I'll throw in another $1 to buy Shiba Inu. And that's the only crypto I'm going to fool with. You can share on Instagram. You can share anywhere, everywhere you want to. Be great. Now, there's another thing that I can't track that will help Shibboleth. And this one, since I can't track it, all I can ask you to do is to do it for me, please. Anything that I post on my Facebook page, anything that I post on my profile, if you share that, that helps a lot. But because it's not shared from Shibboleth website, which is the more important one, then people, I can't track it. I actually get more when you share my content from my page or my profile. It helps more, but I can't track it. There's no way to track it there. I guess I could. I mean, I could do that. I could look at who shared it and do that, but I'd have to do a lot of manual. And I will commit to doing that, but I don't want to be held accountable for missing a share or something. Where the best place to do it is to accumulate the shares is the website. Yep, you can share to Twitter, you can share everywhere, talk it up. Shibboleth Army, we're going to merge with what they call, y'all will find out when you investigate Shiba Inu. What y'all will find out is the Shib Army. Now, look, I'm not necessarily behind their, I've seen customers that are just talking nasty and all that stuff. I'm not judging them for that. I'm talking to my group. This is about a cryptocurrency, and they got their Shib Army that's blowing that thing up. And I think that we could, as Shibboleth, could have our own Shibboleth Army, and we might be able to ride that wave and it benefit those folks that are sharing. And what I would do is in our rewards group, I would post every day, except for days I'm out of range of internet. Every day, here's how much Shiba Inu our Shibboleth Army owns. And here's what it's currently worth. So, and here's how many shares we got. And hopefully it could just be a camaraderie thing, and we can all be excited about trying to help ourselves and help a great movement and mission called Shibboleth. Does that sound good to y'all? Yeah. So for example, let's say that it rocked on at this price for 6 months. Now, who knows what it's going to happen? This is for entertainment purposes only. If we had 100 shares a day for 6 months, at the current price, we would have 64 million shares of Shiba Inu. If it ever reached 1 penny, this group would share $642,000. It's probably more solid than a lottery ticket. Yes, Samantha, thank you for that. Sweet. I just always hate to ask for people's money, but you can go to www.helpshibboleth.com and help us through the slow season. www.helpshibboleth.com. Thank you for bringing that up. Are y'all excited? Did I come up with something good? Because I was scared. I was nervous that y'all would go, this is ridiculous. Yes, please use a hashtag. That's a great idea. Winona, I'm learning from you right now. I can put in the group all the best hashtags, if you will, and that will help me track it too. And the more traction we get, I might even, if we really get to doing good with our signups, I might even up the ante, and I'll be transparent when I do that. But hey, if it's worthless, if it ends up being worthless, isn't it kind of cool that we might own millions of shares of anything? Yeah, there is Bitcoin. Bitcoin, to show you how it's catapulted itself, Bitcoin is worth $60,000 per one coin. Yeah, I can't even invest in it. 25 cents won't go far as purchasing a Bitcoin. This is an opportunity, Andrea, and who knows, with all of us that are of the household of faith and struggling, God may just use this to bless the punk out of all of us. And if God don't, I'll serve God anyway. I will, when I invite y'all, I've got your email addresses. I'll be inviting you to the group. There'll be a questionnaire. So I just don't want anybody getting in there and getting mad at me because they've shared our stuff for 3 months and Shiba Inu goes to 0. But I don't even want to speak that. I want to speak powerfully. It's going to 3 pennies. Stranger things have happened. Okay. So a few more things to let y'all know that I think is important because of my history with folks get excited and they want to share, but they forget. So what I'm going to send in an email to you is I'm going to send and I need to show you where I'm going to be purchasing these so you know this is real. I've already set it up. So I've got a group established for this group that I'll be checking in every day except for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday of next week, and Sunday of next week. I have to go out of town on business. But every day that I'm at work, I'm going to be posting. And if I have internet access in Mexico, then I'm going to be posting there, okay? Because it's easy to keep an eye on this stuff. I'm going to offer the opportunity for some of you to sign up for a reminder text, just so every day I can remind you, here's how many shares we have, and the new shares are loaded and ready for you to share, just to put a buzz in your brain so that you'll go share. Does that make sense? You don't have to sign up for that. This is on your own recognizance. Here's where I'm buying our stuff from. Hang tight, and you will see that the account is empty and ready to go. Travis ain't playing. You start talking about Travis and Sasha's baby, and I hope Shibboleth is y'all's baby too. It's our love child. I hope it's like y'all's godchild. So here's what we're doing here. I am on eToro. You can see my account is set up. Shiba Inu right now is worth 72 US dollars per 1 million shares. As soon as y'all start sharing, the next day after the share, I will report the number of shares we had for the day, and I will demonstrate that I have now invested 25 cents per share and $1 per sign up into Shiba Inu on behalf of the group. The participating folks are the only ones that sharing in this. Yes, Joy, you certainly can. I recorded this. Absolutely. I'll get this document put together this evening and get it sent out to you. Sasha and I are working around the clock other than eating these days. I'll get it to you this evening on a Friday evening. Let's see. I'm 4 ounces from losing 20 pounds. Awesome. I'll do anything I can to help. My sugar level is now. Good job. Awesome. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing that amazing testimony, Greta. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Did y'all all give me your email address when you signed up for this Zoom meeting? Yeah, and Miss Melissa Davis, if you will, you can email me. Tell me what you do. It may be something that we can afford, and it might be a help to us. So I really need a lot of help. I met with a consultant that said, you got to get off Facebook. You got to get on TikTok. You got to get on Instagram. I'm doing my best to learn that. My content stinks because Travis is long-winded and doesn't know how yet, but I'm working on it to have a 30-second message. We're living in different times, and I've got to adjust to keep Shibboleth alive and thriving. Thank you, Melissa. Please email me at travisjack777@gmail.com. I'll take all the advice I can get. So if you gave me your email when you signed up for this, I will send everything I've talked about. I will send to you with instructions to your email address. Yes, absolutely. Are y'all excited? Was this worth your time? Do you think a lot of people because see, I'm not going to let anybody in until December again. So a lot of people are going to kick themselves, aren't they, for not getting in on this? Now, it may be after I do the math, because we're doing the, it may be, I haven't thought this through. If people want to get involved in the middle of November, after I see the data that my web developer has on the back end, he may be able to come up with even here's the percentage of shares so that everybody in that, they know what percentage they're getting. So I may be able to let people in later in November, but I'm not sure yet till I work that out, because I don't want to be made a liar to anybody. So for now, it's just whoever gets started with us by November 1st. Yeah, Tammy, whatever's on that share feature right now is the only places that you can share to, I think. So if Instagram's not on there, then wouldn't be able to there. I'll keep thinking about that, and I'll ask my developer, because everyone's telling me you got to get all the consultants are telling me you can't just be on Facebook. And I hope y'all seen that they're changing the name of Facebook, and they've got a whole big reason why. But a lot of people suspect one of the reasons why is that they've been busted for trying to root out the voices of Christian conservatives. I don't know if y'all seen that. So we knew something was going on, and we'd been told that algorithmically our content was very reportable and offensive to many because of the keywords fat loss, weight loss, Jesus, things like that. Hey, Angel, make sure you read all the instructions I send so that you don't miss out on this one. I'll have that to y'all today, good Lord willing. But please rewatch it, because the things I said, it could be nothing or it could be life-changing. I mean, again, why not speak powerfully and positively? It could be life-changing for a few hundred of us if we all get to doing this the way I'm talking about. I might as well give y'all the money and not Facebook. Carolyn, you would be able to go by. I can brief my team on it a little thoroughly, make sure they're well trained. I actually live in Florida, but you could go by the Kennesaw Center once Kim Danke or Sherry Ditto or Kristen is briefed on it a little better. They know about this, but they're not been totally briefed on it. Then they could definitely show you with ease how to do this. This is simple. It shouldn't take anybody hardly any time each day. It's just a consistency thing. And if we become the Shibboleth army, and who knows? I mean, we've got tens of thousands of people. If I can get more people involved, more shares just mean more, we get to buy more Shiba Inu. So y'all, Joy, you don't invest anything. I'm the only one that has any skin in the game. Y'all will have time in the game. You don't have to put any money in. I'm not asking for anybody's money. Every time that we have a public share, then and I'm able to track who's sharing, and I showed that earlier. I'm going to put in 25 cents for every public share, and I'm going to put in $1 for every sign up coming from the group. Yes, Nelly, you sure will. But Joy, we just covet your sharing and speaking well of Shibboleth on a daily basis and pointing people toward us so that we can help them. I've come up with a creative way, I think, to bless people who will become a part of our little Shibboleth Rewards Army. And it just might save us. God will save us, but God uses people to do such things. Okay. All right. So I think everybody's semi-excited. So I'll go and I'll work on this, and I'll get this recording of the video out to only this group. And I'll put instructions in there, and it'll be evolving. Y'all will come up with great ideas, and I'll go, wow, let me do that too. And as soon as I can get, because I still have a full-time job too. So as soon as I can get to some of your great and creative ideas, we'll make that happen. But it's all about getting the word out and getting people to the classes. If we can get more people in Kim's classes and my classes, we always have a lot more people signing up for our program. It's a supply-demand issue. I have ample supply of people on payroll to help a lot more people. And when we're busy, then they're maxed out, but we don't have any financial issues. But then during slow seasons, as you can imagine, I still want to keep the familiar faces that everybody knows. I don't like layoffs, because it hurts y'all, it hurts them. People I love get hurt. And then I end up feeling inadequate and bad. So we always try to borrow money, hold on until the busy season comes back. But we've hit really rough times. A lot of it due to COVID, a lot of it due to attack on small business, a lot of it due to the changing social media landscape. It's just all surmounted. And what it is, God, I believe in God. God is ordering my steps. God says, we're done with this way of doing things. Let me put your back against the wall so that you will listen. So I'm just trying to listen. What is my next steps? And this is something that I'm hoping will bridge us over until God tells me what to do next, which I've shared part of that with y'all. I've been inspired to work with lawyers as we have resources available to turn Shibboleth into a real full-time ministry, 501c3 organization. We're working on that, but it takes money to even do that. Oh, yes, Kim, I will. I'll make sure I put it up. I hope everybody gets so excited about it. I'm praying that y'all love doing it and you don't get mad if Shibboleth doesn't do anything, but if it does good, who knows? Mysterious things happen especially when the hearts and minds of God's people are aligned for the right reasons. And hopefully for you, that's to be rewarded for your efforts and to pay down some debt and to enjoy life a little more. And for me, I want to keep my Shibboleth going. I'd love for Shibboleth to be healthy, because what I want to do one day, have to have vision, is I want to have everybody across the country see My Pillow ads that aren't My Pillow ads, but they're Travis and the Shibboleth family talking about the benefits of eating unto the Lord. That's what I would love to see happen. It takes a lot of funding to do that. Right now, the funding is just going to save my team, who I care so deeply about. I've never been surrounded by this quality of a people, and I'm losing them, y'all, because I can't pay them. I wish there was a local brick and mortar that didn't charge, because I would host a small group from my community. We can meet and watch a small Kim's Fast Track. Oh, it would be beautiful. Me too, Julie. Me too. That's another part of the vision, is to have people all over the country having like Dave Ramsey type meetings, small group meetings. Those are the best. Yeah. I hope something like that opens up. So when you say you don't see a share button, let me show you that again one more time before I go. And this will also be in the video. I'm going to go to My Shibboleth. Go to myshibboleth.com. This is so easy, y'all. Now, it's better if you spend some time personalizing your post, but you don't have to. So when I go to my journal, you'll see over here, there's the daily share. Does everybody see that? Those of you that come in a little later, see the daily share? I click it. I can share all of these. We change them and rotate them out on a daily. We're going to start doing it daily. We've been doing it weekly, but not many people were sharing. So I'm going to share. Let's share this one. And I'd rather you share the other one, but I've already shared it twice. So right here, I don't know what to say. So I'm going to do this. I love cornbread dressing. Edit, copy. I copied the recommended post since I don't have any words of my own. And then I click Facebook. And now what happens, this little pop-up comes up. I need to say something. I edit and paste those words. I can ad lib too if I want. Then I make sure that it goes to my news feed and or my story, and I make sure it's public. If it's not a public share, it doesn't count. It'll show that it's shared, but it won't count because nobody's seeing it. So I can't invest money on behalf of the group when nobody sees the post. We're already struggling. But if people see it, I can invest. So then I post it. If I click post, it shows up on my timeline. Then I can track that. I can track it. The next day, I can see if my post showed up by going here to my journal. Then I go to All Stars. And then I can click yesterday, all time, whatever. And I can go down here and I can see who's sharing. This is how we will decide how we're paying out anything if it ever reaches that far off goal of 1 penny. And I'll sit on it for 10 years if I have to. I'm sure we all will. Pretty simple, right? Okay. So I'll go to work on the email that will go out to everybody, and you'll have a group to ask questions. Those of you that sign up for the notification system, I'll be notifying you daily about our progress and how many shares of Shibboleth we own as the Shibboleth Army. Tracy, you may be right. You may be right. This is a good way for us all to pool our resources together. Y'all are using your time, and I'm going to pay you what little bit I can afford to pay you, but a quarter goes a long way right now with Shiba Inu. So we better get with it before that thing goes up. Yeah, Greta, you should see the daily share. Look again for me. It's in everybody's journal. Did y'all all see that? We got Greta saying she don't have it. If I go to my journal, click, it's not in the app. If I go to my journal from a desktop, laptop, if I go to my journal, it's right here, daily share. It's not in the app. It's right here. Does that make sense? Thank you, Nellie. Thank you, Greta. Thank you, everybody. I'll go get to work so that y'all know what we're doing. All right. Thank y'all for your time and attention. God bless y'all. Thanks, Kim. Thanks, everybody. Try to live the lifestyle. That's the best way to save lives. Live the lifestyle.